Recent studies show that nearly 50% of seniors over the age of 60 are currently suffering from significant muscle loss, a medical condition known as sarcopenia. Yet most of you are wasting your hard-earned money on expensive, chalky protein powders that your bodies cannot even fully absorb. If you have been told by the multi-billion-dollar supplement industry that shakes and powders are the only way to stay strong and functional in your golden years, you have been profoundly misled. What if I told you that the most powerful muscle-building tools on the planet are not found in a giant plastic tub at a specialized health store, but in the most affordable, humble aisles of your local grocery store? This might actually be the only way to effectively trigger muscle protein synthesis after 60 without breaking the bank, ruining your digestion, or feeling constantly bloated. Today, I am revealing the 6 specific super breakfast foods that actually build muscle faster and more efficiently than supplements ever could. We are going to bridge the curiosity gap between what you think your body needs and what your biology actually craves to stay young. I have helped thousands of individuals just like you navigate the complexities of senior nutrition and longevity. And the biggest frustration I hear is almost always the same. I am eating less than I used to, yet I am getting weaker every single month. It is a heartbreaking reality for many, but I want you to know right now, it is not your fault. As we age, our bodies develop a physiological hurdle called anabolic resistance. This essentially means your muscles become deaf to the signals that normally tell them to grow and repair after a meal or a walk. You have probably tried expensive meal replacement shakes or high-protein bars with no results, only to end up feeling discouraged or dealing with an upset stomach. Today, I am sharing 6 specific, budget-friendly foods that actually work by overcoming that resistance naturally. We are moving beyond the marketing fluff of the supplement industry to focus on real, bioavailable nutrition that your cells recognize. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to reclaim your strength, protect your independence, and do it for less than the cost of a single cup of coffee. If you are over 60 and experiencing a loss of balance, strength, or energy, this is truly the most important information you will hear all year. We are going to dive deep into the science of muscle preservation and give you a concrete plan that yields real visible results in your daily life. Number 1, the humble whole egg. The whole egg is often referred to by nutritionists as nature's original multivitamin. It is a complete protein source, meaning it contains every single one of the 9 essential amino acids that your body cannot produce on its own, all packed into a convenient and extremely affordable shell. The reason this works so much better than powder is that eggs have the highest biological value of any whole food protein on Earth. They contain a specific high concentration of leucine, which is the master switch amino acid that triggers muscle growth in the body. Unlike powders, the natural fats found in the yolk actually help your body utilize the protein more efficiently. For seniors specifically, this is a game changer because after 60, your body requires a much higher leucine threshold to flip the switch on muscle building. Eggs provide this in a highly digestible, soft form that doesn't cause the gastrointestinal distress often associated with dairy-based whey protein powders. A landmark study from 2017 published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who ate whole eggs stimulated 40% more muscle repair and growth than those who ate the exact same amount of protein from egg whites alone. This proves the yolk is essential. I had a patient named Robert, age 68, who tried various expensive shakes but felt increasingly weak and unsteady. He switched to 3 whole eggs every morning, and in just 4 weeks, he reported significantly more stability during his morning walks and less fatigue. To maximize your own muscle protein synthesis, you should aim for 3 whole eggs per breakfast. Soft-boiled or poached methods are the best because they preserve the delicate, healthy fats in the yolk while ensuring the protein in the white is fully cooked for maximum absorption. In the first week of doing this, you should see a slight increase in your morning energy levels. By day 30, expect your leg strength to feel more reliable when you are standing up from a chair or climbing stairs. After 90 days, your overall muscle tone will visibly improve. Don't fear the cholesterol. Modern research shows dietary cholesterol has a minimal impact on blood levels for the vast majority of people. But before I give you number 2, you need to understand this mistake. Many people think they can just eat 1 egg, but for seniors, that's simply not enough protein to trigger the muscle building process. Number 2, full-fat Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is a strained version of regular yogurt, which makes it much thicker and significantly higher in protein content per spoonful. It is a powerhouse of calcium and essential probiotics. It works because it contains a unique combination of fast-digesting whey protein and slow-digesting casein protein. This dual-action delivery keeps your muscles fed with amino acids for several hours after you finish your breakfast, which prevents muscle breakdown throughout the entire morning. For seniors specifically, gut health often declines with age, and a poor gut environment prevents protein from being absorbed. The probiotics in Greek yogurt strengthen your gut lining, ensuring the protein you eat actually reaches your muscle tissues instead of just passing through your system unused. Research from 2019 indicates that fermented dairy, like Greek yogurt, is associated with significantly higher lean muscle mass in older adults compared to those who consume non-fermented dairy. I remember Margaret, who was 72 and struggled with what she called frailty and very thin arms. After adding a cup of Greek yogurt to her daily routine, she noticed her skin looked tighter and her grip strength improved within just 6 weeks. To use this effectively, you must choose plain versions to avoid the massive amounts of added sugars found in flavored types. Aim for 1 full cup, which is about 200 grams, every day. You can mix in a few berries for antioxidants if you like. It's best consumed as your primary breakfast or a mid-morning snack to bridge the protein gap. In the first week, you'll notice improved digestion and less bloating. By day 30, you should feel a more consistent level of physical stamina throughout the day. After 60 to 90 days, you may even notice increased muscle thickness in your forearms and your calves. Here's what most people don't realize. The fat-free versions of yogurt actually remove the nutrients that help your body absorb vitamin D, and vitamin D is absolutely essential for muscle contraction and strength. Always go for the full fat or at least 2% versions. Number 3, low-fat cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is a fresh curd cheese product with a mild flavor that is one of the most cost-effective ways to get a massive dose of pure protein. It works because it is incredibly high in casein protein. Casein is known as a slow-release protein, meaning it provides a steady, slow drip of amino acids into your bloodstream over several hours. This is vital for seniors because it prevents catabolism, which is the process where your body actually eats its own muscle tissue for energy because it hasn't had a protein signal recently. Seniors often lose a significant amount of muscle overnight while sleeping. Eating cottage cheese for breakfast provides a sustained recovery period that wakes up the muscles and reverses that fasting state your body entered while you were asleep. A study from 2015 showed that casein protein intake during breakfast significantly improved muscle protein synthesis rates in older men throughout the entire day. I once worked with Arthur, a 65-year-old who was an avid golfer but felt his swing was losing power as he got older. Adding cottage cheese to his breakfast helped him maintain muscle tension, and he actually regained 10 yards on his drive in just 2 months. To use this, consume 1 cup of cottage cheese. You can eat it savory with cracked pepper or sweet with a few slices of fresh peach. For maximum benefit, make sure to eat this on days when you plan to be physically active or do any kind of yard work. In the first week, you may notice reduced muscle soreness if you are active. By day 30, expect to feel sturdier in your core and midsection. After 90 days, the sustained amino acid delivery will help preserve your muscle shape and density. Number 3 is where it gets interesting because most people think dairy is bad for inflammation. But cottage cheese is actually one of the most anti-inflammatory proteins available when eaten in moderation. Just a quick warning, cottage cheese can be high in sodium. If you have high blood pressure, look for the no salt added versions to keep your heart as healthy as your muscles. Number 4, canned sardines or mackerel. These are small, oily fish that are usually sold canned in water or olive oil. They are incredibly shelf-stable and usually cost about $1 per serving, making them much cheaper than a tub of protein powder. These fish work because, beyond the high protein content, they are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are vital because they sensitize your muscles to protein, making the anabolic resistance we talked about earlier virtually disappear. For seniors specifically, inflammation is the silent killer of muscle tissue. The EPA and DHA fats found in sardines reduce inflammaging, which is the chronic low-grade inflammation associated with aging. This allows your muscle fibers to repair themselves without being hindered by chronic swelling or joint pain. A study from 2011 found that omega-3 supplementation alone increased the muscle protein synthesis response to a meal by a staggering 50% in older adults. I worked with Joan, age 69, who had such severe knee discomfort that she stopped exercising entirely. She started eating sardines 3 times a week for breakfast, and within a month, her joint pain subsided enough for her to start a basic resistance training program. Aim for 1 small tin, about 3.75 ounces, 3 to 4 times a week. You can mash them on whole grain toast with a squeeze of lemon and some black pepper. Eating them in the morning ensures those omega-3s are in your system during your most active hours of the day. In the first week, you might feel a boost in brain clarity and mental focus. By day 30, expect a noticeable reduction in morning stiffness in your hands and knees. After 60 to 90 days, your improved joint mobility will support significantly better muscle growth and movement. Drop a comment if you've experienced that feeling of being stiff as a board when you first get out of bed in the morning. These healthy fats are essentially the oil for your aging engine. If the taste is too strong for you, look for sardines in tomato sauce or Mediterranean style to mask the fishiness while still getting all the muscle-building nutrients you need. Number 5, steel-cut oats with pumpkin seeds. Unlike instant oatmeal, which is highly processed, steel-cut oats are minimally processed and retain their natural structure. When you pair them with pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas, you create a high-fiber, high-protein, plant-based powerhouse. This works because oats provide the complex carbohydrates needed to fuel muscle contractions during your daily activities, while pumpkin seeds are one of the highest plant-based sources of magnesium and leucine. Magnesium is absolutely crucial for muscle relaxation and preventing those painful nighttime cramps. For seniors specifically, as we age, our insulin sensitivity can drop, which leads to fat gain and muscle loss. Steel-cut oats have a low glycemic index, which keeps your blood sugar stable. Stable blood sugar means your body stays in a building state rather than a storing fat state. Research from 2018 shows that magnesium-rich diets are directly correlated with higher skeletal muscle mass and significantly more power in people over the age of 60. Henry, a 74-year-old, suffered from frequent agonizing leg cramps at night. By switching his breakfast to steel-cut oats topped with a handful of raw pumpkin seeds, his cramps vanished within 2 weeks, allowing him to exercise more consistently. To use this, use half a cup of dry steel-cut oats and add 2 tablespoons of raw pumpkin seeds. You can even prepare them the night before as overnight oats to save time in the morning. This combination provides a perfect balance of fiber and amino acids. In the first week, your energy levels will stay flat and consistent throughout the entire morning without a crash. By day 30, you'll notice much improved digestion. After 90 days, the increased magnesium levels will help your muscles look fuller and feel much stronger. Wait until you see how this changes your energy, because most people think oats are just carbs. But when you choose the right variety and add seeds, you're getting more usable protein than a standard protein bar. Just avoid the pre-flavored packets. They are loaded with sugar that causes inflammation and actually hinders muscle growth. Number 6, peanut butter on Ezekiel bread. This isn't the sugary peanut butter and white bread from your childhood. This is natural peanut butter served on sprouted grain bread, like Ezekiel bread, which contains sprouted legumes and grains like lentils and spelt. This works because sprouted bread is a complete protein source all on its own because it combines grains and legumes. When you add natural peanut butter, you increase the calorie density and the healthy fats, which are essential for hormone production in seniors. For those over 60, testosterone and growth hormone levels naturally decline. The healthy monounsaturated fats in peanut butter support the hormonal environment necessary for your body to actually keep the muscle you're working so hard to build. A 2020 clinical trial highlighted that plant-based protein blends, like the combination of grains and legumes, can be just as effective as whey for muscle maintenance in the elderly when consumed in sufficient quantities. Linda, age 66, was a vegetarian who was losing weight far too fast and felt weak. We added 2 slices of sprouted bread with 2 tablespoons of peanut butter to her breakfast. She stopped losing muscle and regained her energy within 3 weeks. To use this, use 2 slices of sprouted grain bread and 2 tablespoons of natural peanut butter, where the only ingredient is peanuts. This is a perfect grab-and-go breakfast. In the first week, you'll feel much more satisfied and less hungry before lunch. By day 30, your strength in daily tasks, like carrying heavy groceries or moving furniture, will improve. After 90 days, you'll have a solid foundation of functional muscle. This next part is crucial because none of this matters if you make these mistakes I'm about to show you. Even the best food cannot help if your timing is completely off. Ensure your peanut butter does not contain hydrogenated oils or palm oil. These are trans fats that can lead to heart issues and systemic inflammation, which is the absolute enemy of your muscles. Now, before you go out and try these foods, let me warn you about 3 very common mistakes that I see seniors make every single day that completely negate their progress and keep them weak. Mistake number 1 is the drip feed protein error. Many seniors eat a tiny bit of protein at breakfast, maybe a little at lunch, and then a huge steak at dinner. This is actually dangerous for muscle health because your body has what is called a leucine threshold. If you don't eat at least 25 to 30 grams of protein in a single sitting, your body never actually turns on the muscle building engine. You end up wasting that protein as expensive fuel instead of using it for repair. Mistake number 2 is choosing senior meal replacements. Many products marketed specifically to seniors are loaded with corn syrup, maltodextrin, and cheap seed oils. These cause massive insulin spikes and systemic inflammation. For a senior, inflammation is the fastest way to lose muscle and feel old. Stick to the whole foods we discussed today instead of convenience drinks that are actually slowing you down and making you puffier. Mistake number 3 is the one that ruins everything, skipping the anabolic window of the morning. Your body is in a state of breakdown when you wake up from a night of fasting. If you wait until 11 in the morning or noon to eat your first protein-rich meal, you have spent 4 to 5 hours actively losing muscle tissue. You must eat your muscle-building breakfast within 60 minutes of waking up to rescue your muscles from this catabolic state. Mistake number 3 is truly the silent thief of strength for people over 60. To make this simple for you, here is exactly how to structure your day for maximum muscle growth using your new action plan. Every single morning, within 60 minutes of waking up, you need to set your power base. Choose either 3 whole eggs or 1 cup of Greek yogurt. Then add your catalyst, which is either 1 slice of sprouted grain bread or half a cup of oats. Before you take your first bite, drink 16 ounces of water to prime your digestion and ensure you absorb every nutrient. In the afternoon, you want to build a bridge. If you had eggs for breakfast, have a cup of cottage cheese for a snack. This ensures your amino acid levels stay elevated throughout the day, so your muscles never go hungry. In the evening, focus on maintenance. Ensure your dinner has at least 30 grams of protein from fish, poultry, or beans to prevent overnight muscle loss. In terms of what to expect, during weeks 1 and 2, you should see a stabilization in your energy levels. You'll stop having that afternoon crash because your blood sugar is finally being managed by high-quality protein and fats. By day 30, you should notice a visible difference in your functional strength. This means things like climbing stairs, carrying laundry, or getting out of a low car will feel noticeably easier and more stable. After 60 to 90 days of consistent application, most people experience a full transformation of their body composition. You will have more lean mass, less flab, and a significantly higher metabolism. It's okay if you can only do 2 or 3 of these items to start. Start small. Even implementing just the egg and yogurt routine will make a massive difference. The key is consistency, not perfection. You don't have to be a professional bodybuilder. You just have to be consistent with your nutrition. Imagine 90 days from now, you wake up in the morning and you don't feel that familiar nagging ache in your lower back or your knees. You move through your day with a sense of confidence and physical power that you honestly thought was gone forever. You go to bed knowing you've protected your independence and your mobility for years to come. No more feeling fragile, no more worrying about a fall or losing your balance. No more watching your strength fade away while you feel helpless to stop it. Just a version of you that is strong, capable, and vibrant. You can have this life. You deserve this strength. You've made it this far in the video. That alone shows you're ready for a change and you are willing to put in the work. You are the type of person who takes their health seriously, and that is more than half the battle. This isn't complicated. This isn't expensive. This is simple, natural, and proven by decades of nutritional science. It starts with taking action today, with your very next breakfast. Let's make the rest of your life the strongest, most active part of your life. It is never too late to start building the body you need for the life you want to lead. If this was helpful and you're ready to get stronger and reclaim your health, please hit that like button right now. It helps the YouTube algorithm show this video to other seniors who are struggling with their health and looking for real solutions. Drop your age in the comments below and let me know which of these 6 breakfast foods you're going to start with tomorrow morning. I read every single comment, and I truly want to hear your story and your progress. And make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I share evidence-based videos like this every single week to help you stay healthy, strong, and active after 60. Watch this next video where I show you the 5 worst foods for your joints that you must avoid. It's the perfect companion to what you just learned today. The link is right here on the screen.